Hello and welcome back to the Grand War against the alien invaders in XCOM. Enemy unknown, though we know them well enough. The traitorous communist nudist aliens. So, we'll need to deal with them, but we have a council report in 5 days, so keep our hands on.
Contact detected.
Tiny one! Well, we have an interceptor here with a laser cannon. Let's give it a go! Go!
We're in pursuit.
Right above California, I believe.
Nearing strike range.
Ow. Ah, that worked well! Alright, let's send the Sky Ranger to it. Now, I think this might be a good bit of a training mission, so let's set up a team. Alright, team is assembled with some rookies and some veteran faces. Lead them. Is Hunter and Spicy Badger. Let us go out there and rock some socks. Yes. We capture some aliens to have a few to throw into ourselves. California, love and death. Begin the assault.
We're going to be putting down in Mexico.
Oh, I see it as Mexican. Okay.
The downed UFO is in a densely populated urban area. We'll need to move in and secure the scene before people start panicking.
Right, secure as in kill every moving thing now. Got it.
This is Big Sky. We're just north of the crash site. Strike 1 is in position to engage.
Loud and clear, Big Sky. We'll monitor those readings from here. Strike 1 is authorized to assault the alien craft.
All right. Let us begin.
On
Go.
Weapons free.
Aha! Little freaks. This should not be much of a hassle. Well, we can just flush one of them out, but we'll see what the rest of the group does.
Aye, aye, Commander.
You over there. 61 and 41. Let's try the 61. Lovely.
Nailed him.
I'm dead. The sniper will not be the best person to handle this. Let's try this new fellow. A supporter from Russia. See what he can do. 43%. Not great, but... Lovely, very good job there, rookie.
С ним разобрались.
Lovely.
Position confirmed.
Ah, at least we can now jump on rooftops. That's cool. We'll probably be doing that later. For now, let's just keep it careful to watch.
On my way.
Police car as cover. Laser pistol out and Overwatch.
I'm on it, Commander.
Anyone coming into this room is gonna get a face full of death. Yes, that's some bar drinking. Aha! There's metal to be had. Glorious. Let's go. Actually, let's move through here. We can go through the kitchen. That'll be a handier maneuver.
Heading out. Разберемся.
Let's just move up.
Все готово.
Despite all the weird noises. I'm worried to go on the roof. I fear we might be revealing ourselves.
Position
That's
confirmed.
it. I'll just move over there. Keep an Overwatch going. I do not want to be caught unawares.
Heading there now.
And might as well reload.
Let's rock.
Got it
The
covered.
sniper can go in here. Bit more. Also, let's get the sniper into position
On my
over
way.
there. He can then go grab the goods when it's time for that.
On my way.
Aha, there, I'll just let Ellie back there. Okay. Good spot, good listening there, Professor. Okay, let's open the door carefully.
Visual on the goods.
Oh yeah, we need to get there straight away. Let's do so.
Good to go.
Clean them. Very good. Then we'll actually position you right on this door. If they're in that alley, you will be ready to start shooting then when time comes. Actually, let's bring Badger there as well. Ah, there we can enter the get up on the roof. I'm a
On my
bit
way.
careful here. Okay, keep on overwatching.
Moving.
Kennedy on that corner over there.
Будет сделано.
Alright, the rookie can take that corner. Hopefully he won't be spotting too much. No, it's clear. Okay, very good.
I'm on it, Commander.
I'll keep more here in this alley. On watch, because we know they're somewhere hiding in that alley. So that leads us over there. Alright, let's see what happens if we open the door over there. Badger. Huh. This is more clear than I had expected. Alright, let's take this
On the move.
position over there. Clear. So I'm tempted to put them up on
Understood.
here.
Moving out.
Alright, no enemies in sight just yet. Very good.
Heading there now.
Alright, there's Condor. Guess there's not much to do except
Moving
run
out.
over there. Keep on Overwatch. We're not going into this construction site till we're absolutely certain of that this is a safe maneuver.
Пора
Oh,
пробежаться.
down. Keep on overwatching.
Yes, Commander.
And overwatching as well. Wandering around this ruin zone, obviously.
Position confirmed.
Yes, I guess it crashed somewhere through here then. Keeping themselves well hidden, annoying.
Heading there now.
Right, move over there. Robot forward. Order back to par. Ah, there's the ship.
Heading out.
Enemy in sight so far. There's been suspiciously little resistance from this vessel.
Двигаюсь к точке.
Maybe we blasted it all too well with the lasers and there are just no survivors. Ha! That will be glorious. I am not going to bet my soldiers' grand lives on that. Yeah, just go on Overwatch here. Might be sailing forth from their ship now that we've spotted it. Oh no, they're still inside the ship, it seems. From the sound of it, it's the big
Heading
guys.
to that location. Alien object in sight.
Alright, we still have a few turns to get to that. That's good.
Разберемся.
We need to handle this approach delicately.
I'm on the move.
Let's do this.
Bring the sniper over there. Because if there's chokers out there, they could have gotten a drop on
Will do.
us like that. We are just going to stay very carefully in position. Our guns ready!
What's making that noise?
Them cowardly hiding! That's making that
Heading
noise.
out.
We're closer towards the goods. I'm almost tempted to rush over there, but no, we'll handle this with patience. We have
Ясно.
the time.
That's
Let's
affirmative.
hang on this side of the UFO. So we have our forces concentrated.
I'm on the move.
Rourke
Headed there now.
Keep to it, all according to procedure. That's a full cut.
Aye, aye,
Let's
Commander.
go over there. Everyone on Overwatch. Sooner or later, they will be sailing forth into our lines. Like that.
Look sharp.
Oh no, they're being cowards. Well, we will have the offensive this time. Okay, I will actually now rush. Yes,
Moving to
rush Hunter
designated
over there.
position.
But he does have good cover, and the rest of the team can focus on keeping.
I'm on it, Commander.
There we go. 31% to hit. I think it's better actually if we can keep can handle this in a way.
I'm all over it.
Overwatch. Yes, we keep firing lines ready.
That's affirmative.
That's really a big droid goes to the front. Alright, we will give this a try. 32%. That's not great, but it's worth a go. At least we know that we mean business. Oh, they are on a full retreat.
In hand, Commander.
Okay, let's get Hunter back with the group.
Roger that. Enemy in sight.
Oh. There's that thing. Alright. So we have to do something about that one. You know what? Like he is like right there. If I put my
I'm on it, Commander.
soldier right here. Oh. Ow! Okay, that was maybe a bit of a dangerous maneuver, but at least now we have freedom of movement. We can just punch him through the wall! Okay, so we know the enemy is out there. They do not have shots
to that
ready
location.
for... Aha! Are they in a carrier situation? I can't even blow up their cover if I'd like. Well, that might be a good idea. Let's go.
Catch.
Okay, the enemy is exposed. $72, let's go on the big one. Or the one that still has a lot of power. Hoorah! Lovely shot there! Alright, move forward!
X-ray neutral. Operational objectives.
Wow,
complete.
wasn't that smooth? Lovely. Very good. No captures, but there was nothing worth capturing, honestly. Ah, it looks bad for Great Britain on there. They Braxited themselves to death.
Impressive work, Commander.
I agree.
Our soldiers have to be feeling good after a mission like that.
Ah, this Demon Fisser. Okay, well, isn't that a nickname to earn? Okay, what does she earn? Will to survive or flash? Snipers are usually in cover and rarely flanked, so that honestly is a good thing to get less damage. Flash is very handy. Let's give him flash, actually. Because that is nearly always a guaranteed hit. And with the sniper rifle, that would be lovely. Okay. I think we should assure that India doesn't cause any trouble, so let's launch a satellite over there.
Satellite launched.
I'm also tempted to grab this one in Argentina. That will unleash We Have Our Ways, which is very handy. Actually, let's wait for it. There might still be a panic moment that we'll have to take care of. Ah, well, terror strikes first. Well, okay then. Want to make it a busy month before the council report, do they? Alright, let's see who we'll bring. Honestly, this team is quite fine, so actually I think we'll just Take this team along. Let's go!
Dropship has arrived.
Alright, begin the assault!
France is sending an urgent mission request. The aliens are continuing their incursions into highly populated areas. We can't allow further civilian casualties to spread panic in the
They
region.
really are striking at the cities, aren't they? Surprisingly how wide this thing is for landing. There's some great engineering right there.
Central, Strike 1 is locked and loaded, awaiting drop orders.
Affirmative, Big Sky. Squad is cleared to engage hostile targets. Watch your fire out there. We have civilians on the ground. Repeat, civilians are in the AO.
Oh, can't they just leave first, then I can just go all out? Oh well, dear oh dear. Alright, so there's a civilian over there. There's a rooftop access over there. Let's actually get someone to get that civilian out safely. Alright, Rookie, you get to
Не
get that
бойся,
person
выбирайся
out.
отсюда.
On the move. Look sharp. Enemies rolling up.
Ah, there are the bugs! Oh, they want that one, eh? Well, first we'll kill this one, I guess. Actually, let's see. No, they're over there in the dark. Oh well, let's just kill this one first. Alright then, Rookie, you can finish it. Smooth operating, very good.
Moving.
Overwatch, we know that those bugs are right over there.
Good to go.
Overwatch there. Now, I am tempted. Maybe we could just launch a missile in there and deal with them, but no, we can't reach them from here. Okay, so that's gonna be another Overwatcher then.
Roger that.
Much else we can do. Sorry there, civilian. You are, well, not in a safe position. Oh, there's more!
New contacts detected.
How many of these bugs do they have? Lovely, very good there, Roar.
Enemy unit eliminated.
Yeah, that was the civilian, and there's the other ones coming. Well, how many of these bugs are there?
Contacts.
Good, gun him down.
No longer a threat.
I hear a lot of screaming. I think there's a lot of these bugs right here. Okay, let us actually see. I think this is War can probably. Okay, actually move forward a bit.
I'm on the move. Enemy troops.
Oh dear, how many of these things are there? Okay, it is grenade time here. In fact, let's grenadier. Can we grenadier both of these? Yes, we can. All right. Yeah, sorry there, civilian. It's for the greater good. If I flush him, That's a guaranteed kill. Let's do that.
Out you go. Running dry.
Alright, yes, it's definitely rocket time. Hang on a second. Alright. It will blow up our own truck, so might want to... Well, sod it!
With pleasure.
Wait, did I say them? Okay, yeah, well, sod it. That actually was just a civilian, okay. Should have brought more grenades, I think. Alright, let's shoot at that one. That is very disappointing there,
Черт,
Rocky.
не может быть.
Alright. Time to do some punching. We'll blow up the car, apparently.
The damage is superficial.
Maybe I should have moved my soldiers before blowing up the car. And we cannot kill both of them. That is troubling.
I'm on it, Commander. X-ray down.
Oh, there's more in there.
Weapons free.
Oh, they're going for the Russian rookie. Uh-oh. Dear, oh dearie me. This entire area just needs to be burned with fire, it seems like. At least they're not going directly after us. Okay, Russian rookie. We need to get you out of there and then... we can have you punch people. That'll be great.
Двигаюсь к точке.
The other robots can punch people. Okay. Plenty of fire to be had. No, not you. That's a zombie. Let's end the chrysalids first.
Пора рисовать звездочки.
Alright there, Roar.
On the move.
It's punching time.
Ready to engage.
Brought Bobo along for this one. Oh dang it, we're out of ammo. Reload.
We're green to go.
Yeah, let's deal with the zombies first. You hit them, that would be lovely. Must mean we actually might need some cover with this one.
Solid copy.
Alright, let's deal with that one first. That's at least a guaranteed death.
Hostiles pacified.
Alright,
I'm
pull
rolling.
back a bit. Okay, dead zombie, lovely. Oh, there's another bug. And another zombie freak. dead civilian. Well, at least that one won't be rising as a zombie. Okay, well, when the bug is this close, punching is the best option.
Roger that. Going in.
Okay, so we have 2 zombies. That one is a 100% shot, so let's take it.
Guns dry.
I can go over to that one, but I can also move into the store here. Deal with that zombie.
Weapons empty. Can't engage.
Let's give that a go. Wow, you missed!
Missed.
That's impressive for a sniper.
Headed there now.
We'll move into this building here.
My weapon's spent.
Alright there, rookie. It seems like you are tasked with ending that thing. Go! You failed in your task! Now we do kind of want to capture that one, but we don't have the movement to get to him. And I'd rather see him dead, honestly. So
That's affirmative.
I'm just gonna move forward. You don't have bullets in your gun. Okay. I guess you can use a pistol here. That makes him a very good target to capture, honestly. But yeah, I don't want anyone to get a shot off with this situation.
Спешу.
Also really running out of ammo here. I'm not taking the risk for a capture with this one.
Moving to position.
So the zombie we just punch.
Engaging in close combat.
Raw punch!
All mission objectives completed.
Oh, excellent. Did lose a few civilians there, but we got out alive. Dear me, what a fuck nest that was.
Not a single casualty among the entire squad. That takes a solid effort.
I will say it was tense. All right, what does she get? She gets revive. Why would a heavy lung revive? I suppose this will be good, I guess. In case of overwatching. All right. So our demon, Dutch sniper. Exposure cover count is full. That's pretty good. Sniper to fire a shot that causes the main target weapon to malfunction. The target may use reload to fix it. The shots cannot inflict a critical hit. Oh, I like this. We'll just make this demon here a specialist shot. Hollow targeting. Or more damage with pistols. I think hollow targeting is better. Alright, Roar, what have you earned? Repair service. Converts 2 hit recovery at the start of each turn. Lovely. Expanded sword allows the use of restorative mist, grenade launcher, particular proximity, mine launcher in each mission. The primary weapon base ammo 50. Oh, increases. Oh, that is kind of nice. More ammo. But recovering damage from battle, yeah, no, that's much more life-saving than the other one. Okay, panic decrease to Europe and
We will
decrease
be
to
in
France.
touch,
Lovely.
Commander.
So that's 3 days. How is our panic situation? Okay, we're pretty good all round. Said we could maybe launch it in Argentina as well. Honestly, I think that's a good idea. Let's just launch it in Argentina. That'll help our future research a lot. So that should increase the all-in bonus.
Satellite launched.
Autopsies and interrogation are now completed instantly. Now that'll help speed things up a lot. Alright, let us see if we roll the things.
Incoming transmission.
Council report!
We are extremely impressed
Hurrah!
with the progress of the XCOM project thus far, Commander. Your recent results were beyond our expectations, and that is not a statement this council makes lightly.
Very good.
Remember, we will be watching.
Alright, so now we have more engineers and such.
The new engineers arrived this morning, Commander. We're always glad to have more help down here.
Let's see about facilities. Can we now build a... because if we have a satellite nexus, that needs 35 engineers. Any way we can get as if we were to replace one, but that will not work because of the whole thingamajigs. I think we still kind of need a foundry. I think we should build an access lift here then. Right, let's keep our scanning.
Satellite
Wait
coverage
till
now.
our research is done.
Now available over Argentina.
Excellent! Plasma pistols! Now we can get some speedy research going. Our research into alien plasma-based weaponry is the most advanced and dangerous work we've ever undertaken so far. The most difficult question is surrounding the use of plasma, how to maintain an adequate power supply in the field. We solved this by Illyrium based power cells recovered from the aliens. The heat sink developed using the weapons materials have also proven an answer to proper heat disposition along the weapon's barrel. With this knowledge in hand, we should be able to use any plasma pistols captured from the invaders as we begin manufacturing a variant of our own design. Lovely, so we now have plasma pistols, the first step into plasma technology. But first, let's make use of this all-in business to get a lot of research going. This torturous mass of flesh and machinery, the mere existence of this creature. This is a torturous mass of flesh and machinery. The mere existence of this creature implies a cruelty that's difficult to comprehend.
Although I'm sure you can make the connection yourself, we've designated this particular specimen as a floater.
Why? Because
The
they look like
research team
jets?
is continuing in its efforts to determine how the aliens prevented the organic tissue from
lot
rejecting
of
the
leakage.
mechanical components, as they seem to work in perfect harmony with one another.
And it's instantly done. Well, as frightening and vicious as this species is on the battlefield, it's hard not to feel some sympathy for them on the dissection table. This specimen has been subjected to extensive biomedical modifications, some of which undoubtedly were quite painful and intrusive. The combination of living tissue with mechanical components gives this creature a look of a cruel, half-finished experiment. Both subjects' internal organs has been replaced with mechanical life support systems that mimic their original function. That doesn't sound so bad. I like biomechanical enhancements on myself. A rather conventional propulsion system has been grafted onto the subject's torso. Although the power cells supplying the necessary thrust are extremely advanced by our own standards, I have removed a number of neural implants from the subject that appear to aid in the evasion of oncoming projectile fire. The engineering team has already suggested several ways through which this technology might be a benefit to our soldiers. You may find additional information about the combat capability of this species by targeting someone in the field for unit analysis. Alright, so we have some dodgy programming. Let's move on to these well-dressed ones, the Thin Man. These aliens were clearly intended to be used as infiltrators, moving amongst us and observing without raising alarm. Their incredible range of motion is particular interest to our own genetics engineering program. Yeah.
The Tall One has, up until this point, been unofficially referred to as the Thin Man. Initial testing has revealed a concerted effort by the aliens to modify this specimen's genetic structure in such a way as to make it appear human. However, on closer inspection, they seem to have had some trouble concealing the eyes, which appear to be reptilian in nature.
Alright, so what do we have here? The subject's external appearance is that of a Caucasian male. I would guess the age around 35 years old. Although it's quite likely that this artificial effect intentionally affixed by the aliens, the specimen is roughly 2 meters in height and weighs about 80 kilograms. That's very light for someone of that height. Despite its outward appearance, upon dissection, the creature's unique organs and the bone structure is revealed to be distinctly alien in nature. The subject bones are segmented rather like a vertebrae of a serpent. This segmented structure appears to give the creature a spectacular range of motion in combat. It's possible through our own genetic modification program that we may be able to replicate some of the unique connective tissues that allow for this remarkable flexibility. If successful, our soldier would see drastic improvement to their own physical mobility and resilience. A large portion of the specimen's thoracic cavity has been devoted to enormous glands capable of producing a toxin that they expel via ducts with considerable force. After a thorough chemical analysis of the subject venom, we theorized that it could be used as a powerful disinfectant to treat our soldiers' injuries in the field. Dr. Shen is working to develop a means to integrate the substance into existing medikits for the future deployment. Targeting another... yeah, okay. That's the standard line. Gas grenades! Muscle fiber density. Is that a picture of a dong? I feel that's very inappropriate to put pictures of dongs in research materials. For superhuman leg strength. Alright, what's next? How about the annoying bugs, the chrysalids? Yes. A cursory examination of this creature reveals that it's similar in form to several insect species found on Earth. The multi-layered structure of the specimen exoskeleton appears to harbor some form of sensory input, possibly in kind of electroreceptors of some kind.
Based on what we've seen in the field so far, including several grotesque examples of trauma resulting from the emergence of its young, we've taken to calling this specimen a chrysalid.
Okay, very fancy name for such a thing. How about disgusting bug? Codename Ridley, how appropriate. Even after years of research and study, until now I had never encountered something that's quite so beautiful yet equally as deadly as this species. Unlike other aliens we've encountered thus far, the anthropodal in nature, plated in a sleek black exoskeleton, the chrysalids, as we have been calling them, based on their reproductive habits, measure over 3 meters long and from nose to tail, and stand almost 2 meters high when perched on its hind legs. Their attacks is not only extremely deadly, but also necessary for their reproduction, as intended victims is not immediately killed, but instead turned into what can only be described as a mindless shell, akin to a zombie, which serves as the host of its offspring. When the human is bitten, the embryo is ejected into the host and immediately begins to gestate. Once gestation is complete, which remarkably only lasts minutes, a newborn chrysalis will emerge, destroying the host in the process. We can only theorize as to why the aliens would utilize what appears to be a savage, unpredictable creature. In any case, this is certainly not a creature to be trifled with, and our troops would do well to exercise extreme caution when engaging this species. Targeting another example of in the field through units and S will provide additional information to combat's capabilities. A final note, which may be of particular interest in regard to our own genetic enhancement work. We have finally managed to isolate the chrysalid exoskeleton sentry capabilities, and they were in fact electroreceptors as we had initially suspected. It's my hope that we can use this discovery to enhance our soldiers' own abilities in regards to sensing and detecting the enemy movement in the field. So chitin plating. Okay, so we can build that. That would be odd. Needle grenades. That sounds very sadistic. And bioelectric skin. Alright, next up, this cyber disc. On the surface, this object appears to be a purely robotic in nature, but we still suspect there may be organic opponents lurking within. It appears to have a number of redundant systems that give an extraordinary survivability in combat.
We've yet to recover one of these in functional condition from the field. The men seem to enjoy using them for target practice. At the present time, we know that the cyber disc, as they've been calling it, is heavily armed, but it shows no clear pattern of behavior on the battlefield.
That's more the reason why we shoot it, because it's really, really fucking lethal. Codename Enigma. So far, we've been unable to ascertain whether this is strictly a mechanical creation or a living organism. Based on our finding, it's an alternative biochemical system based around the silicon atom. Like carbon, silicon can create molecules that are sufficiently large to carry biological information. And since silicon has several chemical properties similar to carbon, it is possible that this could be a new and completely alien form of life. But not as we know it, Captain. With respect to the specimen we've already encountered, its internal mechanisms seem to operate like organs, giving it the ability to circulate plasma through its core systems, much as we are the same way as blood flows through our bodies. These mechanical mechanisms enable the construct to distribute vital functions throughout its body. After further study, it may be possible to use these designs in our own genetic modification program to reduce our soldiers' dependency on vital organs such as the heart. Alright, interesting. So we have UFO tracking, science, or programming, and secondary hearts. That will be handy. Next up, the Mechtoid Autopsy. This robotic cybersuit is designed for a sectoid pilot. It appears that the suit's cybernetics interfere somehow with the sectoid's innate mental powers. We should consider this if we decide to apply this type of technology to our own soldiers.
We were only able to recover the suit's central core, although the pilot's corpse also survived intact. The armor itself is quite interesting. The design is highly responsive while still providing extraordinary strength.
It was kind of cool looking. Codename Goliath. As it appears, the sectoid creature within this mechanized armor is of the same biological makeup as we had seen previously. Most of our efforts were spent in disassembling and analyzing the inner working of the armor itself, in close collaboration with Dr. Shenstein, of course. As our soldiers quickly discovered in the field, this suit is equipped with two substantially larger, more powerful plasma weapons when compared to the standard sectoid equipment. The armor itself provides a great deal of protection to its operator, while also maintaining an impressive degree of mobility. The suit is capable of climbing over rough terrain and seems to have no trouble with staircases or other obstacles. Oh, dang it. So that's not a critical failure of the alien plan. It is also maneuverable enough to confidently operate in enclosed spaces. One of the more interesting discoveries we've made is examining this subject is that the suit's armor plating appears to interfere with some degree with the sectoid's pilot's unique mental capabilities. I can assume that this was an unintended consequence of the additional armor plating. The alien sacrifice would appear to be an extremely powerful ability as a trade-off for an increased sheer combat power. However, it should be noted that the aliens seem to have offset this potential disadvantage by implementing a new technology. A small module located within the armor's core appears to be some sort of amplifier for these telepathic abilities. When targeted by an allied unit, rather than linking the two, the amplifier seems to take this power and use it as a form of some sort of shield around the suit. Our troops should be wary of this capability, as the suit is already capable enough formidable enough without adding additional shielding to its place. Alright, time to maybe learn us some more weapons for our own big suits. Drone autopsy. Small robotic appears to be some sort of support drone. We might be able to interface with its circuitry and possibly subvert it in the field.
This unit appears to be a drone, which is similar to the military drones we are familiar with. This particular example seems to have the ability to repair damaged equipment. Dr. Shen and I believe it should be possible to capture and repurpose these for our own use in the field.
Well, if we can get some repairing things out, it will be very handy. The drones we've disassembled seem to have a singular purpose: to repair alien technology, including its robotic counterparts. Although they act as robotic medics, the lack of any kind of offensive weaponry. We did discover a large explosive charge that's located deep within the substructure. It draws on as its power source. With this and several alien devices, I continue to be amazed by what the creators have been able to accomplish. Dr. Shen believes it's possible to hack these drones and allow us to utilize them for our own purposes. Further detail to this specimen's complete. Yeah, alright. Nothing too shocking here. Now lastly, our strangler friends, the Seekers. This one is of the invaders' most intricate engineered battlefield devices. A combination of a concealment system and artificial intelligence and articulation on the appendage makes for a technological treasure trove.
Despite its physical appearance, this machine doesn't seem to be made up of any organic components. Its surface has an unusual metallic composition that somehow interacts with the vapors it releases for concealment.
Vapors, eh? Oh, all the vapors. Okay, what do we learn for that? Codename Lovecraft. Although each of the autopsies we have conducted of various alien species could be considered unusual, this later specimen continues to push the bounds of what we might define that characteristic. It's been referred to as a seeker by our soldiers in the field due to its propensity for tracking and engaging with single targets, and its actual means of attack is quite shocking. Once it has located a target, the seeker will physically seize the victim and remains attached until it's either removed by force or the target expires. As one might imagine, this is an extraordinarily disturbing situation for both the victim and anyone witnessing the attack. The challenge in stopping the seeker comes from its inherent agility and nimbleness, making it extremely difficult to intercept before it manages to reach an intended target. We believe the micromotors employed in this design are responsible for this notable degree of mobility. The Seekers have also been observed in deploying several types of defensive smokescreen and making it even more troublesome to engage during limited window of opportunity when it is immobile. It is my hope that we can adapt these various concealment techniques in a form that allows our soldiers greater stealth capabilities in combat, which should reduce casualties. It may also be possible to use what we have learned to develop our weapon systems and equipment that mirror some of these techniques. Our unit analysis will provide more information. So we have a respirator implant that stops the whole choking thing. A ghost grenade. That seems like a super smoke grenade, I guess. And mimetic skin. Stealth skin. Lovely. So, we've learned quite a lot of very important things. So, I think now we should maybe go for, yes, figuring out some armor. Though that will take quite a while to handle that. Oh well, let's give that a go and see what we come out with. We did learn a lot today, didn't we? In fact, let's see how much time we still have. Actually, can we maybe even upgrade our mech suits at this stage? Because, well, we've learned a lot from the research. No, we still require more research. Okay, that is very annoying. Might start then doing some mechanical upgrades or some such. How much time do we still have on our report recording systematics amount of space? I think I will leave, actually. We're already well on time. We had a lot of research and we should prep for things to come, like an alien base assault, yes. I think we'll do that for our next grand recording. So, until the next one, keep up the vigilance, Vigino Confido and all that, Josh, yeah?